Last Saturday, a rare happening took place at the Himalaya Art Center, welcomed by the people passing by. The performance, titled Dancing with Inertia, was put together by 4 local young artists, drawn together with an abstract idea. The 15-minute live performance was set against a sculptural installation made by British artist Ben Gough.
I'm firstly an artist, but I'm also an architect, or maybe I'm firstly an architect and then an artist, I'm not sure.
With 2 contemporary dancers dancing to the live music performed by piano virtuoso Christine Zhou and electronic music enthusiast Hanan Bensho.
But the idea was to show or distill what it is about dance and movement that creates or could create space. And when the dancers move through the space, they have their own interpretation of how that space should be formed. So these are sort of traces of bodily movements of a dancer through the space. I thought it'd be interesting to take the dance as a single thing and then translate that into a three-dimensional object. And the piece is intended to investigate the relationship between architecture and its inhabitant, or the dancer in this case, and create interactions with the space and create new spaces as well. You know, the definition of these things, how they're arranged, they create new spaces in their own right.
There's some part of the music's very struggle, so we decide to do very struggle things and then fight and everything. We have this whole story in our mind, but like we won't do it with the pieces because this is the major things we have to contact with, and more improvised. Just really have fun with those installations. I'm sort of like dating with those sculptures. Sometimes it's like it's my lover, and sometimes it's like it's my shelter. I do lots of just like I want protection from those sculptures.
I composed this piece first, and then we thought it would be cool to have like a contrast between kind of an organic sound, acoustic sound, with electronic, industrial kind of sound, which is kind of what's happening in our modern civilization right now, which is nature and industry and kind of stuff. And the idea that I had when I was composing was like the music was kind of like the ocean, and then the sculptures were like these graveyard of whales, like the skeleton of these whales. And the dancers were like the mermaids, and they're kind of going, like it's something beautiful, a little hunting, but very beautiful, and they're kind of discovering this, the skeleton of whales.
The bit I really enjoyed was the music, actually. I think the sort of classical piano and the sort of electronic sort of music really, it was very interesting, slightly eerie almost, but it was very good. It was very good. I enjoyed it a lot.
And the performance with the dancers combined with these like waves and movements of the dancers, and especially this building here, all that connected really good together.
Actually, I think it's really good to have this kind of spaces of art in the city. Like you can have weekends where you are not only going to a restaurant or working or going for shopping, but you do enjoy something for your soul. And actually, I really like it.
Dancing with Inertia was a daring attempt that redefined art spaces like the Himalaya Art Center, fusing architecture, sculpture, and human behavior together into a single happening. Living in a city as fast-paced as Shanghai, people need more performances like Dancing with Inertia to quench their thirst for something truly new and exciting in art.